All right. Hi, guys. Hi, girls. Good evening once again. I am back finally. Welcome to Hope TV, one of JCI Cebu's hashtag Project Hope initiatives that believes there is hope for everyone. I am your resident host for this online mental health awareness program of JCI Cebu, and we are now on our eighth episode. With me tonight is still my partner who I already missed talking to, no other than our resident mental health expert, Bro Chentan.
Thank you, bro. Maayong gabi, everyone, no? Mga bay ug mga day. How's your August so far? Murag, uh, bag-o ra jud na August, actually. And
Yes,
it's
and
really cold.
it was a start.
Yeah,
Wow, it
yeah.
was a start. Now kayo, Bro Chen.
Oh, really?
Okay. Well, this month is really cold and it feels like it's Christmas already. Are you ready to do your Christmas list already?
Oh, lagi, bro. And speaking of kanang Christmas and gifts ba, actually, I wanna intro one gift here po, no? Okay, pag ila-ila
Okay.
mo ni kuan, ni
Okay.
Pia.
Wow. Okay. This is such a good start. No, I think you're giving us a hint of what we'll be talking about this our episode today, Bro Chen.
Oh,
I
lagi.
think I think right now, since it's a bit chilly and very cold, we need really cuddles. And I think that is what we're going to talk about. And by the way, this episode is gonna be really full of cuteness and adorableness, and also some knowledge about taking care of these little beautiful, pretty creatures. And well, after exploring different areas affecting our mental health for our last 7 episodes, tonight we're showing off our humanly love towards our pets. Who the last 5 months, I think we haven't seen the streets, luoy kayo, or mingle with other pets in the neighborhood. They lockdown lagi. I'm sure you also love pets there, our dear audiences and our followers. So please stay here. Let's talk about our pets and mental health. And share this video to our Facebook timeline. Okay.
All right. Yes, bro, RR actually, and it's quite exciting now. Okay, we have two special animal lover guests.
Ooh,
Karon.
okay.
So like you figured, no, this episode is about animals, and they've actually shared bags regarding handling our dogs, and we actually have a guest here who's a lizard lover. So that's quite
Okay, well, he or she is a lizard lover. Okay, it's a good thing that we are doing live. No, okay, if it's really in person, I think I'm gonna freak out. Okay, well, yes, bro, and to be inclusive to our Hope TV followers out there who currently have no pets at home, don't worry. This episode is not only for those who have pets, but also to those who are longing to have pets. Do not fret, guys. We will also make you feel at home tonight. In fact, anybody's free to join us and drop their queries, not only about pet handling and tips, but also everything they find confusing or worthy of scientific answers regarding our mental health. So to begin with, I think I'm really excited. To begin with, please help me welcome our first pet lover. So he is a Siberian Husky trainer. He is also a lover of lizards, like what Brochen said. And not only lizards, Brochen, but wild animal pets. So the lizard is just the tip of the iceberg there. Well, I think we're gonna meet some wild animals later. And he's also a certified dog trainer. So no other than this is Bro Vince Go Chan. Hello, Bro Vince. You can show yourselves in the live stream now.
Wa ko'y kuan karon
Okay,
exotic
wow.
wolf diri. So,
Oh, okay, that's already enough. Ka-cute ana, uy. Mo nagbasdako pa nako.
dako jud I think he's 5
You
foot
know, my
one.
height is only 5.
I think 5'1" ang yung standing height on his hind legs. Ayaw ko tilapi.
Okay, I think di ko dapat
Tila, tila.
magkumpadana kay mga ako kanon na ni himo ning Little Red Riding Hood. Right, bro, Chin, would you do the honors to introduce our second guest?
Sure. Actually, our second guest, no, this is really a fun description. She's one of those quote unquote crazy cat ladies. She's an animal lover, an advocate of island rescue organization for animals. No, in fact, if we uh, shorten that, that's actually IRO, no, or IRO. So
Oh, that's witty.
uh, yeah, that's very witty. And actually, she's been part of that organization. She's been volunteering for quite a while now, helping Hello, Miss.
Hello. Hi, Chen and
Hello,
B.
Miss Annalyn. Also,
Hello.
we have dog
A
on the
cat.
other side and also a cat on the other side. It's a good thing na dili ni siya in person kay mag-away gyud ang irog-iring ani no. But it's really cute, no? Wow.
Exactly.
The
Yeah, really cute.
cat is really pretty, ma'am.
Oh, this is a Pustin. Pusang
Okay.
Pinoy.
What's her name?
Kibol. This is Kibol. Of course,
Kibol?
rescue cat. Kibol. Kibol.
Oh, wow. Kibol. A rescue cat. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
7
Wow.
pounds.
Wow.
That makes me curious, no? A rescue cat. What
Yes.
will a rescue cat do? No? So I think that is one thing that we're going to discuss later on. So there you have it, guys. Our two guests, Bro Vince Gochan and Miss Annalyn. They will be the one to give us some tips on how to take care of the animals, and also will give us idea why animals or having pets right now is good for us now that we are experiencing a really challenging times. So, but before that, I'm sure our guests tonight have prepared a short introduction about their advocacies and the causes they're supporting. Before that, I was told you have a reminder related to our local COVID-19 situation in hand, Brochen.
Oh, sure. Can we have the screen,
Oh yes,
please?
sure. Screen, please.
Okay, so here's actually a list of confirmed COVID-19 cases and deaths
Okay.
in the ASEAN region. If you can
Mhm.
see, the total cases top is actually Indonesia. The world now has more than 18 million positive COVID-19 cases recorded, while seeing major cities in the world reclosing the economy again. So that's
Oh no.
actually quite sad, although it's not
Also very
entirely.
fast, Brochen. Okay. Just yesterday I checked, it's 17 million. So right now it's 18. Wow, that's fast.
Yes, and although this is not the first major pandemic the world has seen, but it's
Mm-mm.
still frustrating. Okay, grabe. I mean, the Philippines has seen a lot of suffering now.
Oo.
Um, and our country now has actually 106,330 total cases,
Mm.
38,000 plus active
That's
cases.
quite a huge number.
It is. And we have around 2,104 confirmed deaths, 46
Mm.
new ones. On the bright side, kay batik man na magsigita og sad-sad, we actually have
Yes.
a good number of recoveries thanks to our medical frontliners and all our efforts to really
Yes.
stay inside. And the source
Mm-mm.
of this is the DOH. So I hope all of us are actually just being safe now. And here in Cebu City, it's actually GCQ, bago-bago lang. And
Mm-mm. Yes.
actually. Here it says here that the active case breakdown 38,405 active case.
It's currently
8.
the highest in Southeast Asia, right?
Oh yes, grabe ang Philippines.
We don't know. Pag last kay 37 pa man to, I think.
And
Or
kana bro no murag kasagaran ang mga active case mga mild yun na. So it's not really kanang grabe na mga matay dayon like or
oo. Oh yes, of course. Oo.
at least
So murag medyo madadapa ana kung kana like that.
mada mada we have to as of
Yes.
August 3 here are some pictures of the situation now no? Makaguess ka bro asa ni siya.
It's Puente.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait,
Grabe ang traffic.
who took the pictures? Is it you?
Di, murag, wala ko nag-take ani na picture ko, bro.
Okay. Mo na ang ganina, right?
Yes, actually, just early today, the traffic problem was made even worse when a Ceres bus and a private car had a road accident sa
Oh.
Puente.
Mm.
Really, the question to ask, are we ready to reopen the economy sa Cebu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really hard to answer. What about you, our dear guest? Do you think do you think we are ready to open our economy here in Cebu?
Oh, please keep the gates closed. Di jud nato kaya. Let's be real. Gahi kay gulong mga tao.
That's honest.
I think I have to agree with you. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now, let's keep our minds cool first. Let us have a game, and this is meme game. This has been a tradition here in Hope TV. Is the seriousness of some of our topics. So we have some kind of a meme game here. So if you're familiar with memes, of course they are quite funny, but they also hold some hidden messages. So we will be showing memes about pets, and then Bro Vince and Mom Miss Annalyn will be the one to interpret about the
Sure.
meme. Okay, let's start with our first meme. Are you ready?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, first meme. I don't always bark at night, but when I do, it's for no reason. Okay, whose pet is this? Is it? I think this is Bro Vince's pet.
I have so many of those.
I bet you can sleep.
There are days now I really can't sleep.
What about Miss Annalyn's end?
Yeah, all my dogs are ganyan. Ayaw magpatulog pag gabi.
Oh, so you
Lahat
also
ay
have
guardian.
dogs. Okay,
Oh
that's nice.
yes, I have 5 dogs sa house and 30 cats sa
Oh,
house.
all right. So it's still safe to say that you are a cat woman. All
Yes.
right. But your bro Chan, is your dog like this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our eldest dog is so noisy, grabe.
Right.
She's blind and she can't hear anything, and for some reason she barks sa air, so it's so weird, but
Really? Oh
whatever.
no. Baka meron silang nakikita na hindi natin nakikita.
Yeah,
Yes,
baka
exactly.
maybe.
Well, I can't relate to this because my pet is a fish, so I am sleeping really soundly. But I do hope I have dogs. Right, our second meme. You have a second meme? Okay, here. Right. I'm not allowed on the furniture. Gotcha. All right. Whose pet is this? Is it you, Miss Annalyn, or Bro Chen? And Bro Vince?
Okay naman ako mga dogs on the furniture and everything. Sabot naman sila. So,
Wow, maayo pagkat day no kay dog trainer man day no.
Ako
How
kay
about you,
wala
Miss
ako
Annalyn?
furniture. Wala ako furniture. Kay mostly our cats are roaming. So, ang tendency na ganahan gina sila mag-scratch sa mga furniture. So, ina-avoid ko ang furniture sa house.
Oh, okay. So, are your alternative mga furnitures man
Mga
pud, ma'am?
scratch. mga scratch pole for the ano. Ang furniture ko lang sa house is only dining table and sala set. That's it. The
Okay.
rest wala na.
Wow. Okay. So dapat kita dyan mag-adjust sa atong mga pets,
Yes.
of course.
Exactly.
What about your bro Chen? Is your dog like this?
Uh, Fortunately, our dogs are segregated. So we have outdoor dogs and indoor dogs. We
Ah,
had a hot dog before, no, a Dachshund. He,
okay. Oh, that's really cute.
yeah, it wasn't cute for the furniture though. He bit the legs of the chairs a lot, so and that wasn't good.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. I think that's our last meme now, or I think napatay meme.
I think we our last. Oh, we have one more.
Okay. Napatay more. Yeah, I like this. Okay. When the cat gets in trouble for something you did, are your pets making that face if you
Oh,
did something troublesome?
That's evil.
for the cats kasi they always ignore. Maski ano pa
Oo.
nagawa mo, they will ignore. They don't
Mm.
bother.
But for dogs, bro Vince.
Oh, they do it to each other.
It's really fun to watch.
It's like I have 3 right now. So when one of them does something dumb,
Mhm.
which one of you? I look them all in the eye. Which one of you did this? And then they all have the same look. So ako na lang automatic instinct is
Oh,
you all.
ka-cute.
So,
Ka-cute sa CNA mo ano ba? Kinsay man ay sala ninyo. It's very nice. I hope I have dogs, but my parents are not really that kind of a pet lover, no? Kay they like naman ka ng peace. That's why they have fish who always
gecko.
like that.
Promise. Geckos are basically dogs.
Yeah.
Wow. What you wrote, Chen?
We have mga tiki ug tuko dire, mga house geckos, but we don't have,
Oh, we
don't
have
have.
cockroaches too.
Okay.
All right, so that is our meme. Guess the meme for about our pets. Right now, we'll be going to the real talks Q&A that will bring us some ideas on how to take care of our pets and why pets are really important. They in our situation today. So our my first question goes to Bro Vince. Hello, Bro Vince. Um, when and how did you start becoming an animal lover? Can you tell us a quick
I've always
snapshot of your story?
I've always liked animals as a kid. So
Mhm.
I'd always bring random things home, insects usually. And then I think college, I still wasn't allowed to have a dog, so nipalit ko tarantula. Because I can. God bless its soul.
Okay.
It took what, 11 years. So, and then I got geckos until
Mhm.
eventually I asked for a dog, and Mona, the rest is history. Now I have a
Oh.
bunch of
So
them.
you started with those geckos.
Hmm.
I think you're one of the boys who play spider kadong sa una gali nga duwaon ng spider sa stick, yung mag-away sila.
Or
Oh,
I couldn't kapoy. It was more fun to watch than it was to raise. Kay sakit pumatian kag kaka.
Oo ba? O kasawaya na. Right, well, why do you think it's important for someone to have a pet at home? What is
Oh well.
purpose kay sa amo diri dili ganahan mag-pet akong parents no kay nang saba ko no and then nang kapoy og atiman no but for you why is it important for someone to have a pet at home? What's its purpose for you?
Mainly companionship, but I mean not in that
Mm.
sense, of course, girl. They're in right now. Gonna if I tilt it, naray.
Uy,
To the right here.
ka-cute. Nanglili na gid sila the whole time. Ka-cute.
So sa pika sa may usa nagkaon. So if I go here, there's another one eating. So uh, it's
Wow.
it's more of you have someone. I can't say something. Okay,
Mhm.
eventually when you bond enough with your dog, they become someone. They really become family. I think the same goes for
Wow.
pets. And the same can go for any pet that you just emotional invest emotionally, mentally, and physically in.
It's
It's
true.
just like a thing. So once they become family, you can rely on them for companionship. I talk to my dogs. I'm crazy too. So I'm not sure how many people do that, pero as stressful as they can be, kitinood na, they can be really loud, pwede sila saba at imanon. But
Mm-mm.
the same with a kid or anything else, but different context lang. You basically have, kuya, no? you, you care for
Ganahan
them.
siya mo join, pa-join na lang.
Bugat kay 26, 27 kilos naming usa. Then ang
Mo ba?
motor. But yeah, they enrich your lives with a lot of what they may be stressful at times, pero
Mm-mm.
the pros definitely outweigh the cons. All you
Oh, okay.
really have to do is invest in them, and then they'll give it
Mm.
back tenfold. Pero makaingon jud ko, there are times na murag, these dogs are driving me nuts, man.
Well, I can see that right now.
Yang ang ilang bowl naabot ubos akong lingkuranan din ang usa no asa naka they know how to knock and everything. So full-time job, Jude. If you get a dog or a cat, I think this goes for any pet. It's a full-time job. It's basically parenting, but with an animal. So yeah, they really
Mm.
enrich your lives one way or the other.
That's nice, no? So, what made Vince have pets at home is because of the companionship is the kind of companionship that you cannot find in having children or having friends. Like it's a different companionship, right?
It's
Right?
really
It's
different.
really it's more intimate. I think
It's best friend.
it will be more mindful a person. I think it will teach you more, no? If you're taking care of pets,
I
it will
like
really
I like the saying. It's like your best friend is your son. So
Okay.
raise them and they become your best friends. It's like grow your own best friend, basically.
That's sweet. All right, thank you so much, bro Vince.
Yeah.
So we'll, we'll be asking Miss Annalyn.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think being an animal lover, I don't label myself as animal lover, but animal advocate. Okay. There's
Mm,
a big difference between pet lover or animal lover than animal advocate. No?
mm,
Um, my purpose in this mission, of course, is to fight for the freedoms of animals, no, and the animal welfare. And animals, it's like a family, you know. Pets are living being. They may not talk like we
true.
do, but they listen to
Yes,
us. They feel us and understand us. So that's very important.
I can see.
And other than safety and companionship, pets give us relationship, you know. Their energy is giving us a comfort in our life. No, they give us stress-free environment. Kaya once gani hikapon mo lang ang animals pag ikaw stress or kapoy, just like yung mga child, just like children, no, nawala ang imong
Mm,
pagod na every time
yes.
pag out mo na sa office, excited ka to go home. Same with other, is excited to go home kay mga anak nila nakaabang na, 'di ba? Waiting for daddy,
30 of
mommy.
them.
Like me, I'm single. They're waiting. Meow, arf, arf. So they're waiting for food actually, not me. So
Mm.
they're very mawala tanan problem mo basta when it comes to animals.
Wow, it's really cute, Miss. So I think that's the first time nga mas dakog value ang term nga animal advocate kaysa sa animal lover. And you treat yourself as an animal advocate because
Advocate,
it's not,
yes.
yeah, it's
Yes.
like it's like treating animals holistically, no, not only their kuan not only their physical but also ang ilang whole well-being.
Yes,
They're
because
really not.
when you say I'm a pet lover, I'm a dog lover,
Mhm.
sometimes the focus lang ta sa dogs, right? The focus lang ta sa cats. But for
Mhm.
me, advocate because I'm very aggressive, aggressive sa organization, no, in filing cases sa mga animal abuser. So
So
I call myself talaga advocate.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, that's really inspiring, no, for our fellow animal lovers out there in watching us. Right. Let's go to Bro Vince.
Yeah,
How
hi.
did growing up and taking care and loving your pets help you? What values benefit you from doing it?
No, well, when you have a pet, I think it's cliche to say they really give you a sense of responsibility, but
Mm-hmm.
it's right. No matter how you look at it, it makes you understand that you're actually caring for something other than yourself. So it gives you this sense of humility, or there's something greater than what you are, in a way. So it gives you this whole idea of, oh yeah, I can care for this. It's alive, it's surviving, and it loves me. So it feels pretty good. He's still here. It's just there.
Oh, that's really nice. So taking care of pets really help you not only in being responsible but also being humble, no?
In a
In
sense,
developing
yes.
sense of humility. That's really
It also
nice.
gives you pride in a way when you raise them from puppyhood, or when
Yeah,
you raise them
I
from,
know it, it makes you humble at the same time gives you pride, no? But in a good
yeah,
way.
in a good way. Oh wow, this is my child. I did this.
Well, it's also safe to say that you can brag about it.
Oh yeah, bro. I wouldn't go so far as to say like, look what my dog can do. More. It's just like you raised this creature and now it's your best friend and
Oh,
it loves
nice.
you back. It's like this one right now. Di dyan mo biya na ako. So, no.
I bet that's also what Ma'am Annaline's pets are. I think wala ni Bia ni Ma'am. I think
Yes,
I think I think the cats are around her.
yeah, dito lang.
Three of
Nakaabang
them.
sa food.
Abang sa food.
Roche would like to ask something to Miss Anna.
All right. So I'm actually quite curious, Miss Anna, no? Is
Yeah.
the current pandemic, which really has affected so many people in our country, also affecting the quality of life of our beloved animals in the city at home? So that's really my question. What are the factors affecting our beloved animals, and what can we do about them?
I guess, I think affected sila, no? Pets react on how we deal with things. So, makikita ng pets if we are happy, if we are sad, if we are lonely.
Mm,
They can feel it, di ba? They can feel it too. So, it's very important to stay fit and healthy so we can take care of our pets at the same time. We can take care of ourselves, we can take care of our pets. No? We have to take care of ourselves so we can, so as I said, we could take care sa aton mga animals physically, again, mentally, and emotionally. We must lose our mga outdoor activities, but let's say we can still ensure that our pets ma-socialize sila every day sa house, ma-walk sila sa house, or let's be resourceful na lang how to deal with them. As I said, they can feel your emotion. So, wag ta magpakita nga we are lonely also, na we are affected sa public enemy number one na COVID-19. So, parang
mm,
ano lang, normal lang sa house. Maski wala tayong food, let's give them food pa. Let's share their food. Kaya kung wala tayong maibigay na food sa kanila, syempre, concerned din sila. Ba't lumiit yung food ko? Dati, isang bowl. Dati ngayon, half na lang. Ganon
mm,
ba? So, let's be resourceful na we should take care of our pets sa house. But outside the house is yung mga homeless, they are the one really affected sa pandemic, no? Because they rely on the food sa streets, sa mga restaurant. So since the restaurants are closed, they are hungry. So ang amo lang gina-advise no sa mga animal lovers, if you see dogs and cats na hungry, just ano lang, just feed them, don't hurt them.
Agree.
Mhm.
Completely agree with that.
Agree,
Yeah.
yes. But some of our kids, no, instead of feeding them, kay i-kick raman eh.
Yeah.
Sakto. Kasi
Ayun
like
tayo.
people, pag gutom ang tao, we can ask, pahiram pera dyan, no, gutom. No, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Ang iba, magnanakaw na lang, di ba? So,
Mhm.
pets, as I said, hindi man sila makapagsalita, but you can understand them through their eyes na lang, di ba, Vince? Alam mo kung
Yeah.
behavior ng dog, kung, syempre, kung gutom. So, it takes a village again to, to feed the dogs, to take care the dogs outside your home.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-mm. It's really nice. All right. Since we've been on a pandemic lockdown, aka community quarantine for 5 months already, and still going on, we've been told
So,
online that one of the ways to maintain good quality of mental health is to be with pets. So others are coining it as animal assisted therapy. So that's the term. So glad that we have a mental health specialist, a licensed psychologist at that, here with us on Hope TV, and that's my JCI brother Bro Chen. And Bro Chen, what is animal assisted therapy, and how effective is this in our challenging situation right now?
Uh, I am actually equipped to answer that. And then before I answer that, I also want to point out that brother Vince also has a degree in social psychology, and he's also equipped. But my take on that is
Mm-mm.
um, basically what the name mentions. No? Therapy, psychotherapy that is assisted by the presence of an animal or a pet. And there have been a number of researches out there saying that um, pets are a good supplement sa therapy. Meaning, they don't really substitute or replace
Mm-mm.
human connections, but they greatly complement them. So, example, no, if na kay uyab, di ba, sana all na uyab. So, kana, na kay
Literally.
pet pod. So, relate. Anyway, kana siya bro, no? If you have a pet in your life, they actually mediate. They protect us from depression. Let's say, yay, happy times with your partner, with your barkada, but there will be sad times. And ang iro nimo, ang iring nimo, wa man na sila libog, no? So they actually help you, no?
Mm-mm.
I'm here for you despite your partner being a jerk, diba? So um, they protect you, and not only these household pets, no, even horses and I think even cattle. I
Basically
read somewhere.
animals.
So
Mm-mm.
animal assisted therapy. Although I'm not quite sure sa detail, but maybe you can add some input here, Vince, if you have any knowledge about this.
oh,
Yes, yes.
yeah. Normally it really just goes back to your bond with the pets, because again, they, as much as they can cause you stress, at the end of the day they're like your roommate slash son slash best friend slash daughter. So in a weird way, you expect them to relieve your stress, and then this works both ways, because you're entertained by what they do. I mean, I think we all love a good cat video, or even when we see a cat, I've seen this multiple times with friends, that their cat will jump on a table and knock down a plate or a glass, and then we're all just gonna laugh except for the owner. Pero in a way, it's entertaining, and then they don't mean to entertain us. It's just that they inherently, if I have to equate this to some kind of clinical psychology stuff,
All right.
it's more akin to, I guess, me treatments along meaning. It's like they give you, again, they make you feel like there's more to just being alive. So in a way, they really enrich your life by giving it more meaning.
Mhm.
So inherently, they make your life better one way or another. So
I
yeah.
I want to add to that, no, because I do psychotherapy online, and I can really say that pets have kept some of my clients from killing themselves. No? So I asked them, hey, what motivates you to continue living? My cat, my dog. And
Yeah.
I even had a client once who uh, heard voices, no? Kill yourself, kill yourself. So these voices never stop. And I asked them, like, what makes the voices disappear? Seeing a cat. So just being near a cat. So wow, these cats really do give
Mhm.
comfort and peace.
Yeah.
So it's grabe ang power.
It actually reminds me, Bro Chen, of I think you come across with a certain viral video of of a girl who is having some sort of mental illness, and then there's this dog nga nikalit lag duol. Like I think it's a social experiment, no, ang camera gibutang lang sa ng somewhere hidden, and then ang girl ginaara sa kanang certain area and gibutang ang dog, and then ang girl kay nag-start og kanang acting something weird,
Mm.
and then ang dog nikalit na siya duol sa girl, and then iyang muragi calm. Wow, I mean, this is actually really true. Animal assisted therapy. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wag na sila connection, no? So, yung makasense sila
They
og
can-
something wrong sa atong mental health, a human's mental health.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's something. If I can just add to that, I don't think we have that here in the Philippines, which are support dogs. It's very popular sa West, pero
Yeah.
if most of them are trained in a very specific way to detect seizures, to detect depression, or when you want to kill yourself, they're trained to sila ko yung mag-am-am nimo. They know what to do. And then the
Yeah,
same
they
thing
are
with cats. There are also some cats which can be trained to do that. So I think it goes for every pet. They can somehow just they inherently connect with you on
Lagi,
a
no?
more mental spiritual level.
Mm.
So yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
All right. Now that Bro Chen and Bro Vince has already told us about the therapeutic power of animals to humans, let's head on to Miss Annalyn, who is currently working for the Island Rescue Organization, or or IRO. Okay,
yes.
so it's so it's a SEC registered nonprofit organization dedicated to helping the plight of animals through rescue, education, and advocacy. So Miss Crazy Cat Lady, Miss Annalyn, any insight on the presumed status of our pets in Iro or IRO,
Okay. Mm-mm.
and this hashtag no empty balls 2020, and how we as not only humans but loving humans extend our helping hands for this program's goals.
Okay. Mag-add lang ako doon sa educate, rescue, and advocate, no?
Okay.
One of our goals sa IRO, my goal talaga, na that someday, no more rescue, no more pound, no
Yeah.
more shelter,
Mm.
but only loving homes for the animals. So that's why we are very aggressive in implementing the law. Kung makita niyo sa Facebook namin, marami na kami nakasuhan, marami na rin kaming napakulong. So, yun talaga ang goal ng IRO. That someday, no more rescue, kapagod mag-rescue, oy.
Mm.
So,
Sana more
na,
on adaptation na lang.
exactly, adoptions, loving homes
Or
talaga.
adoption.
Yes, oo. And mga responsible pet owner.
Mhm.
No. Currently, sa IRO, we have more than 100 dogs and I think mga 50 cats. So, due to pandemic, the public enemy, again, of everybody, our adoption, our fundraising, bali nag-stop lahat. So,
Mm.
our adoptions, we cannot speed up because usually we do it sa mall twice a month. So, tanan pending. Our fundraising, pending din. So, the No Empty Balls is our initiative no? Because we lost our source of donations. Talaga,
Yes.
malaki ang nawala. So the empty bowls is our initiative to sustain our shelter with more than 100 dogs and 50 cats. By the way, you are welcome kung open na ang amon shelter because we close it to public. And kung mag-open na kami, you can visit our 3.5 hectares shelter. We
Wow.
welcome camping for the animal lovers, dog walk,
Mm,
servings. Maybe you can visit someday and train our animals.
someday, someday.
Yeah, someday, di ba? So, yun, affected lahat. So, if you like to help us, you can, you can check our Facebook sa No Empty Balls. But because right now, our food is really, is really hurting our budget, no? So we really need
Yes.
we really need the help of public to support us with the dog food and the cat food. Hindi kasi hindi madali mag-alaga ng more than 100 dogs. They consume one sack a day
Mm-mm.
and also the cat food. And the maintenance of the cat is more expensive compared to dogs.
That's true.
Mm-mm.
Really?
'Di ba? So so that's
Because
why
dogs are quite bigger than cats.
That's actually a thing that um when you just look at it on paper, cats are hassle free
Mm-hmm.
because they're hassle free physically because you don't have to attend to them, you don't have to walk them, you don't have to play with them. They're not financially free. You have to buy the cat stand, you need to buy a house,
Oh, okay.
you need to, they're and you also need to buy so much more food. They can be finicky. So
yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Mm-mm.
but they can be very
When
fulfilling to keep.
Really?
24 hours. Yeah, 24 hours ang feeding ng cats.
That's
Because
actually a fun fact for me.
kung walang food, ay nako, 30 cats ang magperwisyo sa'yo every night. Where's
They-
the food? Actually, sabi nila, di ba, the dogs are loyal to humans, ganyan. To isa sa master nila. Pero ang human, ang tingin ng mga cats sa human,
food
slave
pro-
talaga. They are slave.
Mm. All right, guys. So, for our viewers right now, so if you really wish to bring food, bring food to the bowls of these felines and dogs, uh, please support the IRO because they are really advocating for the welfare for animals. Kay kaning COVID-19, murag walay pili hasta ang
yeah,
mga animals na among jud, no? So,
Exactly. Oo.
I
so
really implore everyone to donate. Like, because every time I see your program, because I frequent Park Mall and Galleria, because again, I have dogs that need
mhm.
to be walked at least 5 kilometers a day. So I'm always in those areas, and I will always donate whenever I see, even just
Thank you,
50.
Vince.
Yeah, so even just a small amount, because I know it's not easy. I mean, I'm struggling with. Well, I struggled with. I just had one. Now that I have
Yes, yes.
three more, it's an even bigger struggle. So I can't even imagine 100. So if
And
anyone, to everyone that's viewing, if you can even just donate a little for the dogs in IRO and the cats, of course,
yes.
go.
Wow. These guys are really inspiring, Jude Bruchen, no? They're really exerting, they're being selfless just for this kanang cute kayo nga mga creatures, no?
I think Vince, the Siberian Husky Club, is always supporting IRO
Yeah,
ever since. We are 10 years already. IRO is the first rescue organization.
yeah,
We are 10 years already sa Cebu.
It's
So,
amazing.
yes, Siberian Husky Club is the one
they're really
before
active.
helping IRO
Yeah, yeah.
sa fundraising, ganyan. So, thank you sa
And
tanan yung help.
the thing is with the Husky Club, everyone loves to see these dogs, so it really attracts attention, whether we like it or not. And then that ends up helping people, bringing people in to donate. So
Mm,
people still donate even now. We're lucky the with the pandemic, it's just difficult to get the voices heard.
yeah. I hope na there'll be another year, no? 11th year
So
for IRO.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, nag-10th year kami last February.
Oh,
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
8 years.
we survived.
Yes. And
We survived
yeah,
because we
and I
focus.
believe yes, and I
Yeah.
believe that the pandemic will not stop.
Oh
It
no,
will never.
no,
Yes.
no. Pandemic lang
It's
yan.
yes, pandemic.
naranasan, naranasan na namin lahat na hirap sa IRO. Wala kami money to buy food and
Oh, okay.
everything. Pero lahat with the blessings, with the help of the people, we survived for 10 years.
Really inspiring. Wow, that's really nice. No, I mean, wow. Rochen, you have something to ask?
Yes, actually, I want to ask this question to both our guests right now, especially we're advocating for animals. Uh, we all know that sometimes pets can be unruly. No? They misbehave sometimes, like what Robin said, na cat mo, igo sa plate and mukatawa rata. No? So there are sometimes we call them bad behavior or unruly behavior. How can we somehow manage their behavior? No? Do we you recommend we reward them for good behavior and punish them? And if we do end up punishing them, no, what is a humane way to discourage certain behaviors nila? No?
I don't
May
know.
I ask you first, Bro Vince?
Oh, really putting me on the spot here.
Or we can ask
um,
you again. Okay.
no, no, I can
Yeah, because
answer.
your dogs are really, they really look like they're really taking care, really good care, no? So
So,
yes.
um, for anyone watching, rule of thumb lang jud, when you're training a dog, punishment does not work as much as you want it to because dogs only understand fear and excitement. As a rule of thumb, put it in your head, they only understand fear and excitement. So if you start punishing them the way you would a human, they'll only be afraid. But when it comes to behavior you want, any specific behavior, whether it comes to opening a door or coming when called, you reward any behavior you like. It's very simple. People say like, "Oh no, dog training is hard." No, if you see your dog sit, then he's capable of sitting. Meaning, you just have to find a way to make your dog sit. Once you can get your dog to sit, you give it the treat. It's very simple. Let's say you don't like your dog barking. It's been sitting there for 5 minutes without making noise. You give it a belly rub and then give it a treat. Every time it makes noise, it does not exist. It's
Ooh.
it's simple. It's just treat the dog like, I don't know if this works on every dog, but this definitely works on huskies since they're very loud at all times. You either give them a timeout, leave the room when you don't want them to do things you don't like, ignore them, and they'll take it as okay, what I'm doing is not getting what I want. So I can't get dog food or treats if I'm doing something dumb. If this dumb thing I'm doing is not working, I'm going to try something else. That's how most dogs work. I've seen this over and over. And then this is what I always tell everyone when they go, can you train my dog? And it's always the same thing. I can train your dog or I can train you to train your dog. And it's just reward behavior you like, ignore behavior you don't. It's a very
Wow.
Mm.
simple concept.
I think that's a very useful input, no? And in fact, I think it can even be done with people. Would you say?
Oh,
Just kidding.
definitely.
Pero,
I'm just applying the whole social psych for behavioral change, social influence. So when you don't want them to do something you don't like, oh, you don't exist, leave the room.
okay. Uh, so you hear that, guys? That sounds like solid input. How about you, Miss Anna? Like people.
Okay. Actually, I'm not a behaviorist or a dog trainer, no. But each dog and cat is unique. Each dog and cat
Yeah.
is unique.
Mm-mm.
What works for the one maybe may not work for the other. Diba? Diba, Vince? I think. Oo.
You need like
They
different
have,
training
yes, they
equipment.
have, They have their own personality. So it's really important to get to know each of your pets, no? And assess your actions just like how you deal with your son or your daughter. For the ano, for the cats, I don't think so nga matrain mo sila. Okay?
They don't care about it.
Never. They don't care. They just sleep, eat, and play. That's it. So, spoiled lang ang gusto nila. So, I don't think na matrain ko sila like that. So, but as I said, everyone mayroon silang personality. So,
Wow.
ang hirap when mag-alaga ka ng cats compared to dogs talaga.
Yeah, it's a different dichotomy just when you deal with cats. But adding to that, the personality thing, it's very apparent, especially if you have very similar dogs. I have huskies, so I have one that acts like a Labrador. I have one that does not care. I have one that acts like a cat. So they all have different training methods. One of them responds to treats. One of them responds to the ball, and another one responds to just pure affection. So the type of reward you need will always vary from dog to dog. I'm not sure cats. I know a joke. The best cats can be trained. They wag their tails and their ears flop. So the joke is the best cat is a dog.
The best.
But I don't think you would get a cat to train it. So, well, anyone
I
trying
haven't seen any cat shows.
yeah. So any advice I can give for cat people trying to train their cats? Stop.
Exactly, Vince. I also I also told our volunteers, our followers, you cannot train the cat.
You
You
cannot.
cannot own the cat. They owned you. So ikaw mag-adjust palagi.
Based on Miss Annaline's experience, no, of her
Yes,
30 cats.
over 30 cats.
30 cats.
I wonder if I can do that to my fish.
Fish. Some fish like to be pet. So, have you tried petting your fish?
I just talk to them and wait for their reply, and that's it.
Maybe you need to reset the message.
Right. With the lockdowns, what are currently the challenges you guys are facing while taking care of your pets, and how are you and your pets coping with it? And what should also do in case of a medical emergency? Now that we are still in community quarantine, bitaw no ang atong mga pets. So how do you take care of them now that we're still in quarantine or lockdown? Start with Miss Annalena.
Okay. Many of our cats and dogs, especially sa shelter, usually hanging with the volunteers. The volunteers socialize them. So, since they got socialized in the malls, so everything na stop, no? So,
Stop.
you don't have to be an expert. You have to be resourceful lang siguro by um you can cook them with um you can cook them or DIY yung mga tawag nila, mga toys nila, something like that. Because pag na-stop sila socializing sa people, so ang tendency ng adoption medyo hindi namin ma-push through because ang pinapa-adapt namin ay siyempre are those socialized na. So ang amon lang talaga is yung socializing ngayon is naka-affect sa amon nga mga animals sa shelter. And actually we have 3 shelters pala. I forgot to mention that. The one in Guba, okay lang i-mention ko na the one in Guba, ito yung more than 100. Cuba, ito yung, nandun yung mga more than 100 dogs, and then yung cats na for adoptables. And then the one in Mandawi here, we have the cattery, yung mga special needs for the cats. Yun yung mga cats na disabled, mga blind, mga wala tiil, na victim of abuse. So I'm the one talaga caring for those 30 cats nga. Sabi ko nga, PWD. pusa with disability. And then we have another shelter, the one in Barili, which is yung kay Tita Nena. She's the one taking care of the mga
Okay.
old pit bulls nga
Yeah.
we rescue before sa online fighting. So, yan. So, nagiging resourceful na lang kami to deal with them as of this moment. Because as of now, wala talaga kami magawa. We don't have volunteers. So, yun.
Mm-mm. Yeah, being resourceful na lang, no? Okay, yeah, it's
Yes,
really hard
resourceful.
taking care. Mm. I really like the PWD, no? Pusa, sa to?
Pusa with disability.
Pusa with disability.
Yes, oo.
Why are societies about pets are really witty, no? IRO, and then there's PWD, and there's PAWS, kadong Philippine Animal Welfare. They're really witty, no?
Yes, oo.
It's really
Now for
okay.
pusa with disability. So, for the emergency naman, no, as an animal lover ka or a pet parents ka, usually you are ready. No, you're ready. Take a list of the vet around your area. And then I think print it and put it sa door or sa ref, or in case of emergency, tawag na lang kayo, di ba? Or all the list of the vets na may service for ambulance, maka
Mm.
24 hours service, para you
Lagi
don't
open
bother
yun.
na to ask na sa Facebook nga where vet nga open today, gano'n, di ba? So, dapat
Mm-mm.
prepare tayo.
Yes.
Make a
All right.
list.
Mm-mm. Now, for Vince and Miss Annalyn and Bro Chen Motulo, what is the important lesson in pet handling that you've learned throughout this quarantine period, and you can share for all the viewers to reflect as we continue to have these limitations for a few more months until we get to go back to our normal way of living post pandemic. So, what are the important lessons? Let's start with Bro Vince.
Okay. What's that? Lessons for.
Important lessons in pet handling that you've learned throughout this quarantine period.
Oh, that's as far as handling with the quarantine. It's
Mm.
you've really get to know your pet because remember we're always at work.
Have
We're
a
always
lot of time to get to know your pet.
so you really get to know them on a more
That's one of the
basal
benefits, no?
level. So if you didn't know your pet as well as you thought you did, you're gonna know. And then kana said you need to have a contact list ready at any time because vets are by schedule these days. And then I just had to have them vaccinated more last month, the
Mm.
other, and I had to make multiple calls. So you always need to be ready. No, with especially with emergencies. And if anything, just have lots of stock of whatever dog food or cat food you have because you're gonna need it because the pet stores are closed.
Mm-mm.
And invest in whatever way you can exercise them at home. So from specific toys to if you don't have access to a subdivision where you can run them around. Pero yeah, you need to be able to find alternatives to exercising your pets, entertaining them, getting to know them all over again, and finding
Mhm.
ways to have a good supply of food. I think this was stressed with IRO already that they need the food still and everything. So the same can be said with our pets.
Our own.
We
Yeah.
need to keep stock. It's really
Yes.
important.
Mhm. All right. How about you, Miss Annalyn?
Ah, sa mga pet owner would say they draw their strength sa ilang mga alaga, sa ilang mga pets, no?
Mm-mm.
You are my everything. You are my love. You are my forever. Bahala na wala uyab, basta nandyan lang kayo, mga doggy ko, mga kitties
Correct.
ko, di ba? Yung sorry ganon. Um, and I think, no, I noticed na, I think the way they handle the cats and the dogs, sa lahat na nakita ko na TikTok, they're always dogs and cats, no?
Yes,
Palagi.
yes.
Halos lahat na TikTok ngayon nakita ko dogs and cats. So they join their animals para maging happy. So it's very good then. But then again, sa handling na lang, be careful kay minsan merong mga TikTok nga out of
Yes.
na yung pag-handle ng animals, which is I'm very observant doon. And then dayon ko na message, hey, you're violating the 5 freedoms of animals, blah, blah, blah. So that's me.
Mm-mm.
So now is the time to innovate, no? Find alternative again to outdoor walk, learn new recipe, discover, or maybe you, Vince, Sir Chen, Sir RR, discover the cat man in me. Oh, malay natin, cat lover ka pala, no? You start with
Ooh.
one cat, and then, dumami na. So, discover something in yourself na, which is, ako, ayoko ng snake. Baka mamaya, later on, I love snakes na, di ba? So, discover
Bro
something.
Vince has snake.
Yes.
I wanted a ball python, pero
Wala na,
maintenance
wala na.
Wala na.
maintenance for the dog.
Okay, luwi kayo mga husky.
Ang mas maluoy ko sa bitin.
Mo ba? Isuga good day sa iro, no?
You really need to know your dog
Yeah.
inside and out. And I know
Alright,
my
so
dog.
Bro Vince taught us
Oh.
an important lesson this quarantine, no, about that you realize that you have to know more about your animals by the eye, more than what you already know about them before the quarantine. And also, we also learned from Annalyn that we get to learn affection. We get to learn to love them. And what about you, Bro Chen?
I don't really have a long speech about this, no, but as a pet owner and lover is I this is a great opportunity karong pandemic to pay more attention nila, to take care more of them, no? And I guess the basic things like feeding them affection,
Yes.
okay na kaayo. Actually taking care of ourselves.
All right.
I really believe that. I mean, if you walk the dog, you exercise, and you pet the dog, especially the dog that you love or the cat that you love so much. No, they're actually physiological changes atong lawas. No, that means we get comforted as well. We comfort someone, the dog, the cat. We get comforted as well. So I guess you
True.
basically. Kana.
Yes. Well, okay.
Thank you, bro.
That's a really wholesome lesson from you, Bro Chen. All right. Now that we're going to the last part of our tika for today, fun facts, and uh, we will have also we have first our fun facts. So here there will be something that we displayed, and then these are fun questions we asked to our guests. So let's try our first question. Okay, Bro Vince and Miss Annalyn, can I paint my cat dog's nails? So what are your takes on this?
Ah,
It's a big no.
Start with Bro
No.
Vince.
No.
That's weird.
It's
I
a-
would not.
So it's really a no, you know?
Yes,
I
no,
think
no.
it's a one-way trip to the ER if you have a cat.
Ooh. I guess so. Okay.
With a dog, it's a one-way trip to getting very, very muddy or dirty. Or
Mm-mm-mm.
the paint is gonna be everywhere. I don't recommend. If
Yes.
I don't recommend painting your cat or dog's nails or fur, mind you.
Yes. Yeah,
Just-
not the fur. Come on.
I know someone that painted his husky pink. So I'm like,
Really?
why? And now
The
they have
worst.
trouble getting the dye off. So it caused irritations. And I'm like, do not paint your dogs, please.
Kaluoy, ano eh.
Like, please do not dye your
What
dog's
kind of a
fur.
person that
So they thought it was funny at the time, pero
mm-mm.
lesson learned. Please do not dye your dog's or cat's fur. That will cause irritations.
All right, let's proceed to our second slide, the second question. Can my cat's dogs eat ice cream? Bitaw.
Case-to-case basis.
Case to case.
What about you, Miss Annalyn?
No,
So case
my cat,
basis though.
no. Especially chocolate. They will
Mm,
die. It's a
yeah.
poisonous for them, so I don't recommend.
Wait, chocolate ice cream is a poison?
Yeah.
Chocolate period, the
All
theobromine.
chocolate.
Ah,
Mm.
okay, chocolate is a poison for
Yeah,
both
they're not
dogs and
good.
cats.
Yeah,
They're
they're
not
not good.
good.
The,
Yeah.
the main problem with ice cream is dairy siya. Contrary to popular
And
belief, dairy will give them upset stomachs.
No.
So very case to
upsets.
case
Yes.
basis. Okay, there are some dogs I know that love ice cream and there's no problem. So again, you have to
Yes.
know your pet. Like some
Yes.
dogs
Mo
have
ginano.
to
Know your pets.
know your
Bottom
pet.
line.
So very case to case basis. But be
Mm,
prepared lang for very bad diarrhea. It's on the negative side.
luoy. All right. So as much as we like ice cream as humans, it's a really no for cats and dogs. Gid no mga
Yeah.
viewers right now, or those who are planning to have pets like their dogs and cats. Let's be careful about what we should give them. No, eat. All right. Quick question: does
No,
raw food turns cat dogs wild?
no.
I don't think so. There's no
Or
specific, I don't know, they will get wild. Animals are already wild. My cats are already wild. So I
Mm,
don't think raw food will turn them wild.
I
Yeah.
think cooked food will make them more violent because it tastes good, so they will attack your table.
They will get crazy. Yeah.
mm-mm.
Especially if it's
So
a food they
raw
like.
food is better.
Um,
Raw food is better than cooked food. Is it?
no,
Do you agree?
it's like it's a diet thing. some
What's
dog owners.
diet?
I know pit bull owners love giving raw because of the protein content, so it makes them look stronger. But
Mm,
it really depends also on the dog, the size, the breed. Even with mga aspins, if you can just, I would not recommend raw personally
mhm.
as a dog owner, pet
So you're
lover.
feeding them with cooked food, bro.
No, dog food. Dog
Okay,
food
the
is
dog food. The dog food. Okay, okay.
it's
All
best
right.
to have a staple food for your pet. So always have the dog food ready. You can't. I know this is a this is something you won't hear from other trainers, bro. They will always say never give them table food, then they won't eat your dog food. And then if you make them desperate enough for food, they will learn to eat all food. So
Don't know.
mukhaon na jud na sila. It's just that there's some specifics which are favorites, and it just so happens some treats are table food. I know my one of my
Mm-mm.
dogs loves chicken, another loves beef. So
Ano?
oh no,
Animals are really unique, no? And
yeah.
right. Now let's go to our next question. This really common, no? Muna ako makitaan sa mga movies. Can I leave my kitten and puppy with
Yes,
someone else while I'm on vacation?
I don't
As
see
long
what.
as you trust.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, yeah. As long as you trust the person, why
Okay.
not? Yeah.
Mm-mm. But with someone else, like I think what if stranger or
oh no.
Kanang
neighbor?
Oh well,
dog hotel.
there are services which for lodging. I
Boarding.
don't
Yeah.
fully recommend. Okay, it's more stressful.
Mo ba?
But if you're not gonna be gone very long, maybe 3 days to 5 days, a week at most, it's a good alternative rather
Hmm.
than them being fully alone. Pero as much as possible, if you're gonna go on vacation, you wanna leave them with someone you trust. It's like I'm not gonna leave here. I'm not gonna leave my dogs alone in my house. My house will be destroyed
For sure.
for sure.
Much more with Miss Annalyn's 30 cats and 5 dogs, no?
30 cats will
Yeah.
find all the plates.
Kaya sometimes it's very hard na to take a vacation. Kaya
Yeah.
wala pa 1 day, wala pa 2 days. Ang mind mo nandun na sa mga pets. So,
Maubit to.
If
budlay
if I
mag-vacation.
Magsigingon ako na, dili na relax
Huna-huna.
instead, no?
Tingin ka ng tingin sa CCTV because our cattery here sa IRO, actually sa IRO cattery here sa PWD, yung pusa with disability, we accept cats for boarding because it's another income pa naman for the IRO, diba? So, we accept cats. For cats lang ha, we don't accept dogs because we cannot handle dogs.
Dogs
But
are
doon sa shelter, sometimes we accept also boarding, but more on the cat. So, ang hirap pag nagbakasyon ka, palagi ka nakatingin sa CCTV. Ano na kaya nangyari sa kanila doon?
I think I can imagine that, ma'am.
if I can add to that, I think it was 2 years ago. Me and my family went to Hong Kong, and I was the only one reluctant to go because the only thing in my mind was, who's gonna watch my dog?
Yes. Should be the priority, number one.
And this is to all my friends who are watching. I am so sorry, but the main reason I normally don't want to go out is because I have to go out until midnight. What's gonna happen to my dog? I have to stay out. So I normally forgo logs because I don't want to leave my dog alone or there's nobody to watch. But it dies down as they get older. Right now, here. This one right here, she's 6.5. No, 6 and
Wait, let me
3/4.
see.
Here, let me. She's right there.
Natulog na gidok.
So as they get older, they're also less. You need less maintenance, so you can be like, okay, I can leave you at home for longer periods because you stop caring about me that much.
Kalo, uy.
They really have their own personalities. So you have to know your dog. How long can I leave my dog or cat or pet on their own? If you have a gauge, I can leave my house for 3 hours before they pee on my bed. So then you have 3 hours.
Yeah.
I think, Vince, lahat na animal lover makarelate niyan.
Yes.
Makarelate
Relate
nga.
kayo, no?
Before,
Kay-
sige, okay, gimmick tayo, but before 12, uli na ko ha, kay mga
Yes.
dogs ko, mga
Yeah,
cats
yeah.
ko. Ayan. So, yun yung mga kailangan i-give up mo. Kung ikaw ay dalaga, ikaw ay binata, or ikaw may pet lover ka, yun yung isang way na i-give up mo. Yung gimmick-gimmick, yung outing, yung overnight, yan, ganyan. So, everybody can relate to that and sigurado ko lahat sila approve ng idea nga talaga. Ang hirap iwanan ng mga alaga natin.
Yes, ang hirap gid, no?
Hirap.
It's our next slide. Are all cats and dogs greedy?
Yeah, greedy for food. Yeah, my cats. My goodness.
They're naturally greedy, no?
I wouldn't say all.
No, they're not greedy.
95% of all pets, of all of them. There are a few that don't care, but there are also a few that will jump on your table and steal your food.
Yeah, I think food is the number one motivation, di ba, Bro Chen, for dogs and cats.
Yeah, bro, there was this one time I was in the CR and I had a hot dog in a bun sa akong table. When I went outside the CR, I only saw my a bun without a hot dog. I saw my dog looking at me with a big hot dog there. I had a talk before. Funny kay bro.
Buto nag-imagine ko ka-cute eh.
I believe it.
Ipicturean tato nimo.
I was too angry, bro.
Nakikaway ka sa dog. Wow, very cute, makawag yun sa stress, no? Just by listening these stories, no? I think atong stress kinawaan na. No, I think we're laughing, no? How much more taking good care of this pets, good, no?
Maybe at the time for Brother Chen there, it was an extremely stressful event.
Yeah, very. One last story. I had a half-eaten burger, lamig ito na burger, inside my laptop bag. And after an hour, I noticed the zipper of the bag was open. and like burger wrapper on the floor. Like what? Grabe. Just
Cute.
they become like their IQ musaka just
Grabe.
for food.
Ito, no? Number one reinforcement, good food.
Food.
Oh, food.
That's really funny, bro, Chen. And I think bro Vince and Miss Annalyn have fair share of such funny experiences sa ilang mga pets. For
I
No,
sure.
it's happened multiple times. Yeah, of course.
Abutan ra, abutan ra. Di na mga out of food, bro. Right, our next question.
Can
I
I
play
play?
with the front legs of my dogs and cats to make them dance to the music, or is it fun for them? Ito, can we know nga nag-enjoy sila sa when we try to make their front legs dance?
Ma'am Annalyn, you want to start?
Yeah.
I guess
You try
okay
this
lang
one.
as long as I tried my may TikTok ako niyan with my dogs we are dancing. So as long as na hindi ma-hurt ang dog, as
Yeah.
long as nag-enjoy ka, as long as hindi mo siya enforce, then it's okay for me.
Yeah.
I'm
For
wondering,
me,
are they also enjoying?
Oh,
oh, they know if they don't enjoy.
Because their face is like,
I
they
know
don't
some
care.
people do this to cats.
For sure,
And
for sure, for the cats.
I know those same people now have scratch marks. So so I think the animal will let you know if it enjoys it or not. My dog,
yes.
one of them hates it, the other one doesn't care, and the other one loves being carried. That earlier in the stream, one of them jumped on their hind legs just to attack my face. So that's the one that loves.
Oh,
They
wala
will
na
do that.
wound, really.
Well, my other dog doesn't care, and the one sleeping right now, don't try.
Okay, mga dagko na ba na, bro?
Yeah, the good.
All right, let's into our next question. What do a pet owner does that his or her pet loves the most? Bito. Ano may mga ganahan kayo sa mga pets ninyo nga inyong buhaton nila?
Exist.
Oh, okay. It's really deep, bro, to exist.
Just
To
exist.
exist. Exactly.
No, kaya it creates excitement kayo para nila. All right.
Like universally, I think that's the best answer I can give to this question. What does your dog love that you like? What does your dog love about you? You're there. You exist. What does your cat like? You're there to provide the
You're
food.
there to provide the food. Exactly, Vince. Exactly.
Would you like to confirm that, Miss Annalyn?
Oh yes, exactly.
Bito, no?
Yes. As long as you have food, 24 hours food, they are happy.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Our next question. Do pets also feel guilty?
No.
Like, for instance, ano nga situation nga ma-feel sila guilty?
I think study. I think there's a study on this. That pets don't actually feel guilty. They just learn that, oh, that's a behavior they don't like, so I'm not gonna do it.
Mm,
It's not them. It's not us training them. It's them training us. So,
yes.
Mhm.
I think, nakuha lang sila. I think they're guilty because of a negative reinforcement. Or is it really pure guilt nila na feel?
I guess
wonder.
ikaw yung mag-guilty. Ikaw yung mag-guilty
You're the one
once
that feels guilty.
pinagalitan mo sila. So,
Hmm.
they don't
You're the-
mind, they don't care.
So reverse
Wala
psychology
sila
pala.
feeling. Yeah, ikaw yung mag-guilty.
You're the one that
Why?
feels guilty.
Yeah.
Then you
Very
can shout
cute.
at them. You can scream like, "Why did you do this?" And they'll just look at you like, "I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm
Cute,
sorry.
eh?
Done. Let's move on." And then they'll just walk away. And then you sit in your chair and you're like, "Why did I shout at my dog? Why did I shout at? Now I feel bad." So they'll be okay. in the other room and you go to them, you sit next to them, and you're like, I'm sorry. So no, you're the one saying sorry.
So, ikaw pa
So,
This
mag-sorry,
question
no?
goes to us.
Ikaw pa mag-sorry always. Ang owner ang mag-sorry.
Yes, true. All right,
Ikaw,
let's jump to our next question. Are animals better companions than humans? We talked about this. So what's your view about this? Are animals better companions than humans?
you need both.
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 Yeah.
for me,
After all, we're
both
still
din.
humans. Come on, we still
Yes,
need human companionship. No?
companion.
But we
Yeah,
also get to experience the kind of companionship that we don't get from humans, no? That we get from animals. No?
Yes.
exactly.
It's quite different. No? Yeah. All right. So those are our somebody say, mga fun facts of taking care of the pets. And for uh, our last part is getting meme part 2. This is somewhat like closing part sa to ang very nice, funny, and cuteness overload discussion right now. So we'll have first the part 2 or the last meme react game. So again, we'll be showing a meme and let's interpret it. Our first meme is I'm not angry. I'm happiness challenged. I
Most
can imagine this face all of uh Miss
all the
Annaline's 30 cats. No? Nagdungan sila ginani ba? Ka-cute lang.
they're just
Oh
hungry.
yeah, you're just hungry. Hey, human, get a life. Because tendency, of me, I always hug them, kiss them, play
Mm.
with them, force them to play. And yan ang mga face nila. Parang gusto na lang sila sabihin, hey, get a life, human. Get a
Ka-cute lang.
life.
All right. I think dogs don't do this. I think they use guilt.
They just look at you funny, and then suddenly you're like, "What do you want?"
Yeah. Poker face, bro.
They'll just really look at you, and you start questioning, "What do you want? Do you need a belly rub? Do you want my burger? What are you looking at? Do you want
Very
affection?"
cute. All right. Let's go to our next meme.
Dear-
Dear bird, you won't get away next time. Signed with your feather cat. I like this meme. All right. This really kind of a really joke, no? Kani, dear
Hmm.
bird, you won't get away next time.
But that's actually a thing. I know that cats are natural predators. They're carnivores. If to anyone out there who's feeding their cats carbs or plants, stop. Cats eat meat and only meat.
Yeah. Also cat food, right?
Oh, cat
Ah,
food
cat
is
food. Cat food. Ako kasi I usually cook food with them. It's either liver, meat,
liver.
chicken, mixed with cat food, and then
Mm.
mixed with squash, carrots, and turmeric. Yun ang dinner nila every day.
Mm-mm.
And then the
So
rest,
it's a
yung
mixture.
24 hours, 24 hours, 7 na, meron silang naka-ready na cat food there, parang na nila, snacks, the whole night. Kaya the whole night man, di man sila magtulog. Kaya gusto na nila mag-play nga mag-play. And I
There's
usually sleep sa cattery. So, ang cattery kasi ng IRO na sa 3rd floor. So, dito ako natutulog talaga sa kanila. Every
Wow.
day.
adding
Wow.
fun fact lang. Anyone out there with a dog who, if you want to train your dog really well, the key is cat food. Trust
How?
me, the one of the best training materials I've ever used in my life, which I use to train all of my dogs. Very occasional lang, use cat food. Whiskas, not a sponsor, but
Ganahan gina ang dogs.
Mo na ipa-feed sa dog.
Ganahan, yeah.
because of the very high protein, so it's very meaty ang cat food.
Oh.
So the dogs like the flavor. So
So the cat food should be the next dog food, no?
training material jud for the dog. I would say give very sparingly lang it can be bad for them in the long run. Pero
Okay, intended for cats ba yun?
Yeah. And cats cannot eat dog food also for a
Yeah.
long time.
dog
I
food
think they're more
has,
picky than the dog.
Yeah.
they have more restricted diets.
Hmm. That's why they're expensive. Di ba, Miss Annalyn?
Expensive. Exactly.
All right. Bro Chen, as a wrap up of our very fun discussion right now, what can you say about our audiences uh, before what can you say about the audiences right now about taking care of pets and how this affects the mental health?
I mean, I really want to point out that we started this session talking about the updates of COVID and how restricted kaayutan, no? But as we rolled along, we talked about kanang opportunities to bond with our pets if we have them, no? And grabe ang benefits, really grabe. And if we care for them, we care for ourselves, no? In fact, it's not even an obligation for some. It's so fun and stressful sometimes, no, but more fun, diba? So
Yes.
I really encourage us to look at this as an opportunity to care for ourselves more, to mental health, and
Mm-mm.
have fun lang. So
Have
if you
fun.
don't have a pet yet but consider one, why not, diba? Take responsibility lang. And if you care for pets, you're a pet lover, why not donate some? No, actually, na
Mm.
NGO.
Don't IRO. Yeah, you heard it here
Yeah.
from me. Donate to IRO. Every peso counts.
Yes, yes. Don't forget, guys, care and support the animal welfare by donating IRO and other organizations that advocate the welfare of our cute animals. Okay.
Yes. Oh, thank you so
Wow.
much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Annalyn and Bro Vince, for this time. I'm actually enjoying right now. And
Thank you
right
for
now,
the.
yeah, I just want to convince my parents right now to have dogs.
Oh, you
After this, yes. And
adapt
cats as well.
from
I
IRO.
sir, oh, you can adapt in sa shelter, but remember, having a pet is a lifetime commitment.
Yes.
Okay? Not
All
like
right.
getting pets lang for, because I have a new pet, it's so
Yeah.
cute, but always remember it's a lifetime commitment. It's a part of our family. So,
Yes.
yun lang.
They're very.
Kailangan ready ka na, ready to get a pet.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-mm.
And speaking of ready, I should be also ready to prepare my convincing powers, no, for my parents to have dogs and get rid of the
IRO.
boring fish in our two aquariums in the sala. All
Promise
right.
the dogs in IRO are great. They always have puppies. So yes, please, anyone watching, if you want a cat or a dog, IRO has plenty of them. So instead of buying directly from breeders like me or other people, consider for adopting.
Adopt, don't shop.
If
The
Yes.
more, yeah, the more kasi nga speed up ang amon adoption, the more we can rescue. So
mm,
we cannot just rescue and rescue without
yeah,
adoption. So
uh,
kailangan balance.
yes.
Yes.
Pero this is another thing for anyone watching. If the problem with getting very specific dog breeds is you're signing up for a very specific set of things, and they do very specific things.
Mm-mm.
Most Aspins will do all of that. If you just want a companion, an Aspin, one of the local dogs here, is more than enough. You don't need like a great breed or anything. I
Mm-mm.
mean, before I got my dogs, the dogs around our area are the ones I played with. Right? You shouldn't discriminate between breeds, bro. I just asked for a dog for graduation, and then I got this, and I didn't really sign up for it. I just wanted a dog, pero
Cute.
yeah, I'm with more. Pero if you really just want a dog and you don't mind the breed, or Aspens are great. They aren't very big. They're not very picky with food. They're very trainable. And most of all, they're very loving. So as much as possible, anyone viewing who
Yes.
wants to adopt a dog, please adopt from IRO. Same goes.
Yes, our Aspin. Let's promote our very own, di ba? Asong Pinoy,
Yes.
Pusang Pinoy,
Yes. PWD.
na PWD.
But for all you know, that the Aspin can have some husky genes because they're a mix. They're also
Yes.
stronger, like physically, health wise. Aspins are very strong, very sturdy, very resilient.
Right, viewers and audiences, take those advices. No, if you're planning to have pets like me after this, we are really inspired. Thank you so much, bro. Again, once again, bro Vince, bro Chan, and Miss Annalyn for imparting
Thank you.
us this very fun, overload cuteness, and inspiring as well. And somehow na-relieve ato ang stress. Till then,
Yes.
I hope our audiences right now watching are still in tune for our next episode uh, this coming next week. So at this point, we're going to end, and thank you so much for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you for having
viewers.